But if you can get this San Francisco Mint coin in a mint state 67, PCGS values it at $65,000. Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. It's the 1929 United States penny. We'll start with this one right here in the center. That's a 1929 D from the Denver Mint. You can see that D right down there. Look at that funny stylized little tiny 2, great big 9s, and a little tiny 1. A real different kind of typeset. And when they do the years, every year they change how they do the numbers. And so these are numbers that we haven't seen for a long time. In God We Trust at the top, Liberty here, you see there's a little tiny bit of extra stuff there on the I and the B, but this is not a recognized error variety. They made $41.7 million at the Denver Mint. The auction record for these is $7,800 in 2021 at a Stack's Bowers auction. PCGS says a Mint State 65 is worth $750, and a Mint State 67 Plus is worth $9,500. And we'll take a look once we go through these coins at the PCGS website and see if we can figure out why they put the prices on. If we flip this coin over to the back, we see it's one of the old wheat pennies. At the top it says E Pluribus Unum. Some pretty good detail in half the lines on here, but the other half are missing, so this is not going to be a hugely valuable coin. Again, some pretty good detail on some of the lines over here. It says United States of America down here at the bottom, 1 cent in the middle. They also made these coins at the Philadelphia Mint, and that will be with a no mint mark here. In God We Trust, same exact coin. And again, you look over here at the I and the B, and you see they look a little messy, but that's kind of how these coins go. We flip it over to the back. We see this one's not going to be hugely valuable either. This one looks a little dirty to you, but it does have some scratches on it. Never clean your coins because it doesn't add to the value. The Philadelphia Mint, they made $185 million, so more than twice as many as they made at the other two mints. The auction record for Philadelphia 1 penny from 1929 is $5,581 at a heritage auction. PCGS says a Mint State 65 is worth $668, and a Mint State 67 Plus is worth $5,500, and they found about 19 of them. The San Francisco Mint, you can see this here, and you want to be really careful with these San Francisco Mint ones because there is an S over S variety, and I think we might have it here, but this one is so damaged it's probably not worth too much. What they did was they repunched the mint marks on a bunch of the San Francisco coins, and this is what it'll look like, maybe sometimes a little bit better than this. We'll take a look at those too. Somewhere in the hundreds of dollars, not worth the huge amount, but if you can get this San Francisco Mint coin in a Mint State 67, PCGS values it at $65,000, and they've graded 2 of them so far. If you get it down to a Mint State 65, $340, and I should also say that these have been sold at auction. At least 5 of them have sold for over $10,000 at a Mint State 66 Plus. So these are very expensive coins. But when we flip ours over to the back, we see we don't have much for the lines and the wheat ears on this one either. We'll have to go for the repunched mint mark on this one, and the repunched mint mark on this one might make this worth $10 to $15. Let's take a look at that PCGS website because it just doesn't make sense that it could be a $65,000 US penny, but maybe there is. And here's the 1929 San Francisco Mint S coin from the PCGS website. And this is one of those coins that teaches us the lesson that coins are worth what people are willing to pay for them. And if we magnify it, we see this is a Mint State 67 red. We see down here a Mint State 66 Plus red sold for $18,600 a couple of years ago. And if we go down and look at the actual prices, we see that they have found a Mint State 67, and they found 2 of them, and PCGS lists them at $65,000. These coins down here are a different grading agency, and you can see that at the Mint State 67 from NGC graded, they're worth a few $1,000s, but the PCGS ones have actually sold. 5 of these have sold for over $10,000 that we know of just in the last 5 years. So we know that there is a market out there. We also, if we look up here, we see that there are also repunched mint marks. And the repunched mint marks, what you want to do is, if you want to figure out how much those are worth, is you click on one of these, and you'll find that in a they found it in a brown, a red, and red brown. And so if we go down a little bit, we see that they've sold for somewhere in the $200+ range at it almost uncirculated. But if they have they've found a repunched mint mark in the red, and that coin doesn't have a value for sale on it, and PCGS actually doesn't put a value on it either. There are repunched mint marks from the 1929S. When looking at the D, one of the things we need to remember is that sometimes these coins don't look as good as they grade. So this one isn't the best looking coin you've ever seen, and in fact it looks a little dark when you look at it, but this is a red mint state 66, and the way that you tell how good it is you look at these details, like the incredible lines over here, the wheat ears, how they go, just how good the E pluribus unum is, great dot there, in the United States in 1 cent. And then look at the textures in Lincoln here. Look, you can tell it's kind of a scraggly beard, great bow tie. So for the 1929D, if we look down, we see that it's sold at auction. The highest price is $7,800. But if we go down a little further, we'll see that PCGS grades the mint state 66 plus today at about $9,500, and they found 6 of them so far. And of course the Philadelphia coin will know it because it doesn't have a mint mark, it doesn't have a D or an S there, and this is a really sweet version, isn't it? And you can see how kind of shiny this is. This is like a golden red. It's not the bright red, but it's kind of a golden red. These at auction have sold for around $5,600. For PCGS, if you look at the current values on PCGS, you'll see that a mint state 67 plus stays around that $5,500. Philadelphia and the Denver Mint coins do not have any special varieties that we're aware of, or that any PCGS graded special varieties, if you're looking for those special variety coins. Okay, well, let's get all these coins back together again. And PCGS does say that there's a $65,000 penny. We don't have it, and we will never have it. But you saw how good it has to be a $65,000 penny. Well, you saw how good it has to be just to be a $5,000 penny. It has to be in such better condition than any of these that we don't even need to worry about having these ones graded. All right, have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and put any comments you have in the comment section.